And welcome back to Duxola Gaming and Haut-Beyleron. Here we are back in France, and we are back with Farming Simulator 22 as we look at our farm and look at our sunflower crop over there. A bit of a different view here. We've got some things to discuss. All right, so let's rewind a little bit. So for those of you who aren't aware, I'm doing a farm build challenge where basically viewers will give me a map and a position where they want to build a farm, and then I'll go ahead and build a farm for them using just the in-game tools and mods and stuff like that. Generically and generally with the default giant stuff that's production, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, after doing that for Haut-Beyleron, I decided that I needed to do some changes here to the farm. So we've done that. So I'm just going to very quickly take you through what we've changed here on the farm, and then you can see whether it's been an improvement or not. And I want you to let me know, do you think in the comments whether this has been an improvement to the farm? I personally don't think it's quite as good as what I did with the farm build challenge, which you can see later on. I might put a link up there in the corner now for you to link to that. But let me know. Let me know what you think of this farm. It was only a very quick adjustment. I didn't want to change anything like a field layout or anything else, although we had talked about that previously. So let's have a look. All right. So gone is the old default farmhouse. Now we are using the Hof pack. So we've got our new farmhouse there, which is lovely with our gates and a little driveway there for parking the cars or anything else. You know, we'll come back over here and we'll come through the farm proper in the main driveway. And as you can see, it's all changed. Same footprint, same size, we just changed everything. So we've got a shed over there with a through garage area. We've got two trailers in there. So it's up there. The silos haven't changed. We've got three garages here. All of these have closing doors, barn doors. There we go. So we've got three of those over through there as well. Coming back through here, we've got our fuel station and we've got water through there. We've got a little shed here, which is actually two sheds combined. We've got a combined shed and workshop in here. Nice tall, high height roof on this one. And then we have another one of the through sheds here, which is what we've got the combine in, so we can just drive straight through if we need to. And then we've got a nice big shed here as well. So that's basically what we've done. I think it looks okay. It provides us with what we need to do, and I think it's a better layout than what we had previously with the default giant sort of layout. We've gone through and changed it up a little bit, and I think this is going to work perfectly for us. So anyway, that's what we've done. So the reason why we've got a little bit of extra cash is we've sold off a lot of our buildings and stuff like that were there. We have sold off a little bit of equipment that we don't need, and that's all tickety-boo. All right, so what else we got? That's about it, I think. We did actually go through, I think we finished here. We did finish, we mowed the grapes down, so we mulched them all down. So they're all nicely cleaned up. And what we've done, we're ready to come over here. We've got to harvest because we have jumped forward a few days as well, by the way, obviously. We're ready to harvest our canola here. What we've also done is we've gone through, we've mowed a lot of our grass down around the adjacent fields, and we've got grass here ready to be picked up. We're actually going to bale that and make Zoli's bales. My apologies, I just had a sneezing fit. But anyway, right. So yeah, we've got some baling to do, and then we've also got some harvesting to do as well. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to get the harvester out. We're going to get harvesting. In fact, have I got a header for canola? I don't think I've got a header for canola. Let me see. So the header we've got, the standard fare. No, yeah, I can do canola. No problem. Oh, I just had a brain fart. All right, let's jump in the combine. Oh, let's get going. Nice and simple. We're just going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do header rows. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. It's going to put on hide-handed, and that's what we're going to do. Just get it going that way. Alright, so here we go. Back into harvest again. Alright, so hope everyone's doing well. We are doing really well. We are just today, in our real life day, in early Feb, we are just going to commence getting some Haut-Beyleron videos under our belt. So we've got our nice production of videos tuned up and ready to go for you. And then other things like mod reviews and that can come along whenever we so desire. We find a lot that we need to or want to review. Alright, so looking pretty schmick at the moment otherwise. Alright, so I think if we do 2 headers up this end and 2 down the other end, that should be more than sufficient. Alright, we'll do this one here, and we'll drive down the other end, we'll get those 2 down there, and then we'll just put him on a hired hand, and we'll get our pardon me, it's a shocking morning this morning. We'll just get our hired hand to finish off with the harvesting. Alright. Then we're going to jump into Xerion and we're going to go off and do some baling. Bale all the grass up, and then we'll grab the bales, and then what we'll do is we will then wait for them to ferment, and then we will go off and sell them, because they make more money than selling grass, and we've got no need at the moment for silage, so it's just going to be extra money making process. So that will be the plan. We'll basically mow all around the field generally when they're ready to be mowed. Not all the time, but every now and again we'll do it, and stack up some bales, and then we'll make a bit of extra money that way as well. So that'll be fine. As you can see, we've got a little bit of money stockpiled from the sale of everything, all the scrapping that we had from the farm. I haven't done anything with it. I was going to pay some off the loan. I haven't gone and purchased any major equipment or anything else like that. I've just left it there because I haven't really decided what we're going to do next. We may find that we want to get some production up and running. I don't know. So we're going to just leave it there for now until I'm fully decided and invested in what we're going to do next for the farm. But I think at the moment we're pretty much okay with where we currently sit. Alright, we'll get this headed down here done, and then we'll be on his way. Then we can go make some marshmallows. So we have looked at upgrading this combine, but I still don't think we're at the point where we need to. If one comes on sale, which I haven't checked lately, if one comes on sale, then we may look at doing it if we can afford it for a second hand. Oh, my sincere apologies. Yeah, we may look at a second hand unit, but we'll have to sort of cross that bridge as we come to it, as we normally say, because I'm not too sure whether we'll have the cash to do it. But anyway, alright, off he goes. We're going to leave him be. No, I'll leave him there. We'll come and grab him later. Alright, where's our Xerion? Here's the Xerion here, so let's get this guy started. And we're just going to go and create some bales. So as you can see, we've windrowed it all with that little windrower, and we're all good to go. Oh, preempted. There you go. making some nice purple bales. It's our colour of choice at the moment for the foil. Well, there you go. We got an achievement. That's a wrap. What's in the bale? Oh, preempted that one too. Alright, let's go. Keep forgetting this will fill up pretty quick because we have windrowed all this, so there's a fair bit of grass here. I'm going to go through and get all this done, and then we'll come and collect it all, and then I don't need to collect it all at the moment. All we need to do is collect it sometime before the next harvest, so it's out of the way. So we can probably just leave all these out here until they have fermented, which is probably what we might do. Nice big sunflower field here. So we've got, remembering, most of our crops at the moment are a sunflower rotation. Reason being, we're looking at getting some oil production happening. So we're going to be looking at getting some sunflower oil running. So we need to look at doing nothing else other than just growing our sunflowers, because we've already got our oil production facility down near our grape facility, remember? And so we have self-contained operations in that regard. So we'll be able to take the sunflower, take it over to the processing plant, and then we produce our oil and maximise our profits that way. So that will be very, very good. Making a little bit of money. Well, a not insubstantial amount of money actually, because I mean the oil does make a good amount of money. So. There is no problem there with making money from the sunflower. I haven't done a comparison or seen anything in relation to the actual increased benefits to making the oil compared to selling the sunflower itself directly, but it's gonna be an improvement in an increase in price from the production, so it sort of goes without saying. So I'm not overly worried about analysing it too much. We'll just we've got the plant there, so we'll just use that and just sell it all. I can't remember actually from the last episode. I should have gone back and checked more accurately. I did review before coming back onto this video. I did review the last video very quickly. I can't remember though if it was in after the last video that we installed the pallet warehouse. So we have got a pallet warehouse down at the adjacent to the oil production and the grape production, which is where all our pallets go for storage. So I can't remember if we actually had that previously. If not, that's all really good. But we'll see that soon enough, because I do have some pallet work to do as well. I've got some lettuce, tomato and strawberry pallets that have got to be put away. So we did incorporate that onto the map as well. But I'm just thinking, I think we did actually do that previously. So you would be aware of that if you've been following along in the series. All right. Tree, probably. Right, okay, we can manage to get this last little dregs over here, and then stuff through here. Alright, thankfully my daughter's just brought me a nice coffee, so some coffee, which will be good. I need to wet the whistle. Alright. push that down between this. Righto. There we go. Right. So let's get around this way. Here we go again. Trying not to leave too much grass behind, trying to maximise what we're going to make insofar as extra profit. There's the train. I'm not sure how many bales we end up getting out of this, but it doesn't really matter how many we get, because I mean ultimately whatever we do get is just going to be pure profit. There's been no expense apart from actually running the tractor to mow, windrow, and then bale the grass. There's been no other expenses, as long as we have to pay for the grass to be sown or fertilised or anything else like that. So it's just pure profit in that regard, other than the operation costs to achieve it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what we can make from this. And this isn't the first time we've done this with the baling. We have already done one load, and that was done off camera, virtually entirely. But it's just a little boost to our economy, and anything we can do to sort of boost it is going to be useful. And whether or not we go to getting some cows later on, we've got the facilities here in case we want to do that, to create some size as well. So yeah, it's win-win at the moment. So we'll just take it for what it is. Alright, our combine is actually full. I hadn't even noticed that. So let's go over and grab our other tractor, the McCormick. Just connect the trailer, which will obviously be used later on to collect our bales. Alright, come back here. I'm going to grab the bigger of the two trailers here. I'm going to go just offload the combine. And away we go. Yeah, I don't mind this layout. I think this layout is nice and compact. Provides everything we need. We probably could do with a little bit of extra storage, but for now I think we've got sufficient. So yeah, I think what we've got at the moment is quite a nice little farm. Like I said, we didn't want to expand out over the fields. I had explored and spoken previously about taking over that sunflower field there and building into that, but I've decided that I didn't want to do that. So we're leaving that be for now, and we'll see how things turn out with that a little bit later on. One of the things we have looked at doing as well is using this money to buy another field. Now, while we're looking here and waiting for that to finish loading, we can afford to buy this field here at the moment. Or not quite. We were close to, but that's not our priority. Our priority is to get this field here or this one down here. But I'm thinking this one here is probably the most likely, because 465,000 versus 792. This gives us a lot of area up through here, which really we're not going to utilize. So this, except for this area, probably through here, maybe. But yeah, so that field 43 is the next field we're going to look at purchasing and bringing into the asset list. So, but anyway, we'll just leave that there, and we'll head on back to the Xerion, and we'll continue on. Right. So yeah, so once we've finished doing the baling, we'll crack on pretty quick. We'll grab the bale trailer. We'll collect. No. So come on, Doc, catch up with yourself. It's early morning. No, I'm going to leave the bales where they are for now. They will be collected between now and when all the sunflower comes into harvest, because we will need to clear it off out of the way. when we do the harvesting for all the sunflowers and stuff. So we'll collect it before then. We'll just let them ferment out in the fields where they are, and then that's all good there. Don't have to find a storage point for them all then. We'll just leave them all there for now, and they'll be fine. Let the whistle while we're loading the bale. Right. Hopefully I'll stop coughing quite so much now. Another marshmallow done. Got that roll up there to do. What else we got to do? We're going to do over near the field to the north, field 37, and then that should be about it. The grapes are coming in slowly. You can see the young grapes there, just starting to form on the vines. So it won't be too long we'll be doing another grape harvest. I'm still contemplating expanding our grapes, as we've said previously, into the next field, so field 39, making field 38 and 39 a combined grape field. I haven't really committed 100% to it, so anyway. And one of the things you may notice as well is we actually did modify the grapes here. We pulled them back by 2 strings, just to give us a bit more room here at the back, with turning and stuff like that, but also the placement of the sheds, so that gave us a little bit of extra room. So we did lose a little bit of crop from there, but not enough to worry about in any way, shape or form. So yeah, that's all looking good as well. Alright, coming to the end of collecting all our grass, certainly for the main area. I'm going to leave this one up here past this field. I don't want to have a bale in the way of that combine as he's turning. Okay. Bale out the chute. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go around the road. I'm going to come back up in between the fields and then head back over to the other side of the farm, the other side of the road, and then we'll continue on that side and then get all that done. Oh, I just realised I turned traffic off at one point because I had a collision. Totally not my fault, of course. I haven't turned it back on, so I must turn the traffic back on. Was this one, wasn't it? No, it was the one before. No, I wasn't watching what I was doing. Baling Brothers moment, traveling all over the countryside. Right. Let me know if you got that message, if you got that that line. What was it from? What are we doing? We're going to lower. Anyway, most of my Aussie friends will get that. Maybe some of the Kiwis as well. Anyway. Alright, so we're going to get this row up through here and over the top of the hill, and then we'll move on over towards our production facility area. What's our combine out? He's at 50%, so he's not quite ready to be offloaded yet, so that's okay. And the canola that we pull off that field, we're going to take straight over to our production facility, because I want to get production up and running again and store some of that, so as we can sell that off when it's at the higher sell point. one more run up through here, or this last little section through here, and then we should be done. That brings us close to being done for the episode as well. Geez, time flies. It really does. Okay, let's raise this one up again. We've got all the grass from around this side of the farm, so we'll head on over the other side. We didn't do all the grass over this other side. Next to field 37, we just did a smattering of it. We sort of got taken away to do other tasks, and I realised once we were windrowing it, that we didn't get back here. So anyway, that's all right. We can get it all another time. Okay, so we're going to pick all this up. As you can see, we didn't come back and do this area through here. We went through here and then went across the other road on the other side to field 42 or whatever it is. So yeah, it was a bit of a mess. Oops, no, don't want to get on top of that. Come on, back down. So like I said, we've also got a lot of pallets to pick up as well, so I do want to pick those up. Just going to, I'll come in the other way, it's just easier. So we're trying to reverse down that slope. Come in. And so with the last section through here, then we come back, get this section off to our left, and then that's pretty much it for the baling. We've got 2, maybe 3 more bales to do, and that will be it. I'll stuff that one up. I'll come back and clean that up on the way back through. Alright, so the combine's at 80%, which is timing's about right, so we'll go over there once we finish with the bales. This little loss through here that we've missed. Bale out of the way. And of course, it wants to be obstinate, just come back in the way. Just get as much as we can. That'll be fine. All right. And we'll get this last lot and then we'll be done. Hopefully we should so we'll get us one last bale, a little bit left behind, and we're going to leave it on the ground. I'm not going to bother picking it up. Mind you, it doesn't really hurt. Got this little bit through here. We'll just stay in the baler until next time. So it'll already be hay by the time we get to it. Right. So I'm just going to leave him here, and we're going to get on over and unload the combine again, and then yeah, that brings us pretty much close to the end of the episode. So we'll have to take the canola oil over to the processing plant in the next episode. get is at 67%. Finish uploading here. Alright, that is it for him. Draw this next load. Alright, so we're going to leave him to finish off there. As you can see, we've got all our bales loaded the place. We've got to pick all them up later. But that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. I think there hasn't been much going on, I guess. Although we have got a little bit of things done. We've got this field harvested. We've got our marshmallows packed up. And giving you a bit of a tour of the changes to the farm. But I think what we'll do is we'll progress on. We'll come back at the end of the harvest of the field here, and then we'll get on with some other work around the farm, including pallet handling and all that sort of stuff, putting all that away, and then we'll see where we're at. But yeah, for now, in fact, I'll probably. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see where things go. I can't promise we're going to be back here at the end of this harvest. We may have to skip on a little bit because there may not be enough work to do for the next episode. So we'll see. Anyway, we will see you again very, very soon back at Haut-Beyleron. So don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well. And of course, don't forget to press that like button because that helps us tremendously. And I do appreciate it if you do. Don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. All the details are down below in the description. And of course, most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here in Haut-Beyleron and on Duck Zorley Gaming. See you all later. Bye.